Hey
Hey
guys,
guys.
what's up? What's up? It's your boy Gabe,
And Shannon.
and you're watching Shabe TV. And this is another installment of the long awaited The Shaberoom Grey Couch Talk. And we're on what? Episode
Two.
2? We're on episode 2, guys. So, what are we doing today?
We're doing a Q&A married edition. So we asked on Instagram for people to just ask us anything. So we're going to go through some questions. Not that many, but we'll go through them all. We'll just jump right into it. So the first question is, how has married life been?
Great. That's pretty much how I can put it.
Yeah.
It's been the best times of our lives. Like marriage is just it's such a pure thing that makes it amazing. There's nothing dreadful or tiring about like marriage or anything of that sort. So yeah, man.
I would say it's been empowering to know that we're able to do this on our own as a couple and not really having like everyone on our in our circle, like in our space. It's been good to know that we are able to do this on our own.
Yeah, next question.
What is the hardest thing you started what is the hardest thing when you started living with your spouse?
uh okay, so for me it was understanding like her routine and like just the stuff that she does. Like it was nothing annoying, it was just back then there were things that I just found unnecessary. um
Like what?
uh like separating laundry clothes, but not colors and whites, but colors and colors.
No, Gabriel, you before I came here, Gabriel would just wash all of his clothes all together.
No, but it's not all together though. It was colors and whites.
There's three colors, light colors, and whites.
Exactly. I
The
had to get used to that. But yeah, and like she has what her tea times, uh, and she like never misses it.
Is that the hardest thing?
No, like it's nothing hard. Just something that I have to get used to, right? Because now I have to look at things as like it's important to her, therefore it's important to me. Like me. Like if I set my mind on something, it's done and well, right? So that's one thing that I had to get used to.
Okay. I don't know. I just think when you don't wash dishes, but that's another story. Next question. How do you deal with conflict?
Hey man, we talk about it.
Yeah.
Like literally, we don't go to bed upset.
Ever.
Yeah, no. There's none of that. There's not enough energy. Do you know how much energy it takes to stay mad at someone and sleep in the same bed and sleep on your bad side because you don't want to look at them? It's just too much. It's too much. Just lower your ego or whatever. Talk it out. Kiss kiss mush mush cuddle. And then you guys are both snowing at the end of the night. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we talk about it.
Yeah, Gabriel and I argue.
Yeah,
Let
man.
me put that out there. It's not all petals and
No, guys, we
no one
argue.
understands that, Gabriel. You can't do that.
Oh
No one
man,
understands what you're doing.
it's not
He's
all.
basically saying it's not all roses. It's not always fun and games. But yeah, we argue and we made it like we made it a rule that we would never go to bed hungry.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Well, it's not always a rule for her
So
because
greedy.
with her keto diet and schedule, she's cut off at 8. I announce it every single time, even before her alarm
What
goes off.
is okay?
But yes, I never go to sleep hungry because you feed me.
We never go to bed angry is what I meant.
Yes,
Okay,
we
you know
never go to
what?
bed. We never go to bed angry.
Angry.
We've been doing that for years.
Since yeah, even before we were married. If we had an argument over the phone, like we deal with it then and there. Like Gabriel would stay on the phone even if I'm not talking, or I would stay on the phone even if he wasn't talking, but we would somehow come to the conclusion that we're not angry anymore.
Yeah.
I love you. Good night. Talk to you in the morning.
Yes.
So yeah.
Next question.
What do you love the most about your partner?
Yeah.
So I love Gabriel's ambition, and his worth ethic. Before we got married, I never knew that he worked so hard. Like I knew he worked hard, but I didn't know how hard he worked. Like he works from home. Plus he's doing his stuff musically. He edits our videos. Um, he does other things. And the thing is, he's doing this all at once. While working, he's working on music. While working, he's working on a video. While working, he's actually working. And just trying to keep like a steady, I don't know, business flow throughout the whole day. And that's a task in itself. And kudos to you, babe, because that's actually a lot. But like, yeah, I love, love, love his work ethic.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
That's nice. That's very nice.
You know.
Um, I said this before or earlier tonight, but I love your faith. The noisy neighbor, guys. The noisy neighbors. But I love your faith. Um, Everything that I do, like just the way that like you see me, believing in something or going full force for it is because you inspire me with the faith you have, like just like the faith that you had like for the wedding, right? You were on top of things, and also I love that the most about you.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
What's your favorite date that you've been on together and why? What made it feel special, or what made it special, and what did you feel? Uh, yeah, we've kind of decided that it's pretty hard to you know figure out which one date we like or
Mm-hmm.
we love, because before COVID and all that, we used to go on dates every Sunday. We called it Sundates, right? And that started from literally back when we were in college. So
Mm-hmm.
from then till now, it's a lot, man. But if I could narrow it down to one of which I'm not completely sure of,
Yeah. I mean, if we're just to pick, I guess.
yeah, I'll go back to your birthday at 11. So that was what, 2017?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Took her out to the 11 restaurant downtown, and it was her first time, you know, going out with someone other than her family for her birthday, and also just being
My
taken.
family and my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I loved that look on her, of like, just excitement, and just, well, she was just being all her. So that made me feel good. That was my favorite one, and the chipotle mayo
The
over there,
ribs were
and the ribs. Yeah, it was really
the
good.
best Chipotle meal I've ever tried. Anyway, the best. Mine was the first year we met, so we were still in college. Um, and this is when we had like our reading week. So we were off school. So that if you know, reading week is that week that they give you for just like it's like a break or but study week. I don't know, whatever.
Mm.
But yeah. So that week we went out. We went out a couple of times that week. But this specific time we went to a restaurant called Joey. It's not Joey's. It's Joey.
You sure it's not Joey's?
It's actually Joey. It's just Joey.
Because I don't think I've seen the apostrophe in there, but I've definitely seen an S.
We have it, but yeah. So we went to the one downtown. Not important, but the significance of it is because we weren't together. Babe,
I don't know. I really. Sorry, good.
we weren't together, but it was just the atmosphere of the restaurant and like him and I together. We literally, I don't know if we've ever said this before. Like that was the first date ish thing that we fought each other to pay the bill. Like when I say fought, I don't mean like we argue. We literally fought. The guy, the waiter was just there. He had the debit machine in his hand. Like, so who's gonna pay for it? I tried to get his wallet from him to stop paying. It was crazy.
But I had it on my phone, and I think I like moved your phone away from.
Yeah, it was like
from him
really
tapping
like
the,
we had
or
a
from me
big
tapping the
booth. You
machine.
remember?
Yeah.
We had a big booth, and so it gave us some clear space. But it was so funny and fun. Like it was the whole time. The food was good, but like the atmosphere of the whole date was just fun. And I'm like, I could get used to this. Like um I've never had that. Never had that. So I was like, yeah, this I left there feeling like this is fun. Like, what? I want this. And I got it.
And she got it. All right. Next question. Uh, is the first year or first few months of marriage as hard as they say it is?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, why are you
I'm
counting
kidding,
down?
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Married.
I want to see what you're gonna say.
But yeah, no, it's not. Something will be hard only if you make it hard, right? Uh, yeah, like we've always just said that we're gonna put our, our 100 in whatever we do, right? And it's only when we don't do that that stuff become hard,
Yeah.
right? So
I would say it's yes and no, only because, like you said, you have to you have to know that you actually want it. I think prior to coming in it, things are gonna happen, but it's up to you to allow it to affect your marriage or just let it blow it off and move on from it. I think that's what we learned to do. There's been things like we said, it hasn't been all roses. There's been things that could be like, okay, this is the breaking point. Like I never knew it was gonna be this hard. Like, oh my gosh. But again,
yeah, like we are.
yeah, that's not, I don't know if they're saying if we argue, but like it's hard because life happens. It's real life. After the wedding, things come. There's bills. There's the obvious one. We're in a pandemic, so like there's things that can affect uh your marriage. But again, if you allow it to affect your marriage, it will affect it, and it will have a huge impact, and it will be horrible. And that's what I think happens to a lot of couples, where in the beginning it's just all beautiful, and then down the road they're just like, wait, this wasn't supposed to happen. I think kind of knock it out the park, like from the very beginning. Don't act, be yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anyone.
Yeah.
It's you and your spouse, it's you and your husband. That's all that there needs to be. That's it. And I think once you realize that, everything will be fine.
True, true, true. Next question. Anything you miss in singleness? Nothing at all. Nothing. I don't miss nothing. Except for maybe like, just petty stuff like space on the bed or whatever. Because I used to be able to, have my right foot on the one corner of the bed and then my left foot on the other.
I'm small. I'm small. I'm very short.
Right.
So you have all the space. You just choose.
She just curls up in the open space that, like there is left. Because sometimes I just can't, and I need to stretch. So
Yeah, so you're admitting you take most of my space because
yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
of course it does.
Anyway, that's what you miss, your space
Uh,
in the bed.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really miss anything because when I was single, I wanted to be married. I wanted to be with somebody that loved me. So, uh, but if we're being real, I think I miss having not having to share my food because I'm greedy. I don't care. Like I love my food. But you know what though?
Well, we're both greedy.
I just love.
We both love food.
I
I
don't
miss
know.
that
It's
too.
just like the food. Sharing the food. I
Like
don't
both
know.
of our stomachs combined is expensive, right?
Oh my god, we're major foodies. So this pandemic has stunted a lot of our growth in our foodie world. But yeah, it's just food. Honestly, I don't even remember. Actually, I was really sad when I was single, so I don't know if I miss it. But yeah.
Same. Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. But eh, we're married now, so we're happy. Next question here.
Would you guys do a TV show?
I would not do a reality show where
Mm-hmm.
cameras are following us, like 24/7,
Yeah.
simply because I don't do that.
I think we value our privacy too much for a
Yeah,
reality show.
yeah. Like
But like what else?
maybe like a game show, right? Where like sometimes it's scripted or
Or competitive.
yeah, or
Because Gabriel and I are competitive. So I
yeah,
think like something fun.
Wipeout,
Oh, I would love that. I can't swim, but
Wipeout Canada. I thought you had a swim. How can you still say you? Well, yeah,
you
you
taught me
don't
how
know
to
how to
swim.
swim.
Where?
You don't know how to swim.
Wait, where?
Everywhere.
Where though?
Mexico, the pool, bathtub.
You didn't teach me how to swim in Mexico. We didn't even swim. Wait,
Exactly.
did we? I.
You didn't swim.
It's not that I
You
can't.
fell in the
No, no, no.
water.
Okay, let me just make this clear. I know this video's not about this, but it's not that I can't swim. I just can't swim far, but I can. Remember,
Okay,
Gabriel.
you can paddle.
Yeah. See it there.
Are you your phone charger?
But yeah, I don't know if we do a TV show like reality show based because
I'd hate it.
it'd be annoying. It'd be really annoying. Maybe like be on appearance, like do appearances here and there for like
Yeah.
different I don't know, TV networks, but to have our own, I don't think so.
I'd punch the camera guy for being like right behind me. Like lawsuit. Just, I can't have it. I just can't. Right? And when kids would come in and all that, like it'd be too much. It'd be too much. But the answer is maybe. Next question.
What is one thing you weren't prepared for that came with marriage? My eyes are watering. What are you looking at me for? No, but they're really watering, man.
What was the question?
No, because of the eyelash glue.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, one thing that we weren't prepared for. Um, yeah, man, the finances stuff. Yeah, like basically what is happening now with the pandemic and all that, and like with finances. I was expecting or like predicting for that to, or well, not predicting, what I was expecting for that to happen maybe in like what our second or maybe third year, and we'd already be experienced enough to figure it
Get
out and all
over it.
that. But no, COVID wants to hit us at the first month of marriage.
It hit us before we got married,
Yeah,
so we I don't know, like we never had a chance to prepare that well. And I don't fault us for that because I know a lot of people would fault us and say like you should have this and you should have this, but nothing
no, no,
can prepare you for
yeah,
what happens. Like
And
you
it's
don't
life.
foresee losing your job like more than once in a year. Like that never was a thing. Like when we were planning our wedding like years before, we were just like, yeah, so when we finally get married, we're gonna have this amount of money saved, and we did. And it's not like we didn't have any plan,
Mm.
but again, you can't plan for something like this. It was it was more about like how are we gonna survive together and not like how is everyone else gonna get paid. It wasn't even about that.
Right.
It happened, but like there was a point where Gabriel literally had to be like, babe, like you're not alone anymore. It's not like we're not living apart. Like this is us now. Like this is why we got together to support one another.
Mm.
So when the financial aspect of it hit, I was like, whoa, I didn't expect this. Like this is not how it was. This is not how we planned it. But this is not how anyone planned anything. Like we did not plan this. But I don't believe that God put us together for us to just fall by the wayside the day after our wedding. Things happened, things came about, but over time, like it worked itself out because we trusted God. No
Mm.
matter what, bottom line, we trusted God. I personally should have trusted God, like put my all in it from the very beginning because it scared me, so I didn't even know what to do. But I'm human. But yeah, the financial aspect was really shocking. Really, really shocking, which is normal because not everyone has their whole lives together. Guys, don't listen to social media.
No.
Not everything
Even social
is
media doesn't have its life together.
I'm saying it's a bunch of foolishness that's just all in your face, acting like everything is just a-okay all the time. But this is real life.
Mm.
Bottom line, this is real life. What are your pet peeves you have for one another?
I wasn't even reading that question. I was just above.
Oh.
Uh, what were my pet peeves? I said this earlier. What was it? Um. Oh, okay. So I don't know if this is a method or something that everybody does or whatever, but Shannon has or had
Hmm.
her way of organizing her wigs, right? She had her way of organizing her wigs.
I love my wigs.
Yeah. So, like
Wear 'em
whenever she'd
around my
have
hair.
to, she does wigs by the way. But whenever she would have to, what is it called? Dye, wigs and all that, mess up wooden floor.
Okay. Okay, get to the point, sir.
But yeah, she would leave. Sometimes she would leave like the wigs on like doorknobs or on hangers. Or
If you know about drying your wigs and stuff, like that's not even abnormal.
but I'm just like this doesn't make
It's
sense.
normal to me.
That's all I was saying. Like this doesn't make sense, right? So the thing is, I didn't I didn't like you know push her or like bother her about you have to do better. You have to do better. I'm like, let me just do it myself, right? Like if you want something done right or perfect, you'll do it yourself. So I went and got her wig stand. Now she puts her wigs on it, everything's organized. But the thing is that when I wake up in the middle of the night and there's a head staring at me, I get scared. It's fair enough, right? I panic. I bought it, but I panic, right? And I also got her, an organization system. So like, she puts her art away.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, so her pet peeve of mine is no longer there because I fixed it.
Yeah, okay. That was a long explanation.
Needed.
Mine is just dishes. If I if if I oh no, I have two. I actually have two. But the dishes is more like Gabriel will see me, cleaning the kitchen and When I clean the sink, like I go in, I have a sink like a cleaning brush. I have the sponge. I go in, and I clean. Gabriel will have a plate at his studio. At the end of the day, he'll just leave it. Just place it there. You couldn't wash it? I'll get to it. Don't worry. I'll get it. I'll get it. But my thing is, why can't you just do it? Or if I leave and come back from somewhere, like knowing that I left no dishes in the sink, there's dishes in there.
Are you crying? Still?
I'm
Are you
just,
crying again?
I'm my heart.
Are you sure you're not allergic to the eyelash glue?
No.
Okay.
But yeah. So that's one. The other thing is I forgot.
Wait, what? You have two? That's not fair. You can't do two.
Totally forgot.
And you're using my shoulder for support. Am I supporting slander against myself?
I just had it.
And now it's lost. Good. Good for you.
Wait, stop talking.
Why do you need to have two?
Because this one was important.
You know what's important?
Because you keep talking, Gabriel.
Tactic.
My gosh.
So she only
Be quiet. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? Forget it.
Yes. And it worked.
Next question. What do you know now about your spouse that you didn't know while you were dating? Go answer. I'm still thinking.
One thing that I didn't know is that Shannon is actually pretty funny. Like
Okay.
she's like a sketch comedian, right? She'll like
Listen,
take a good
let me just
joke.
tell you something. Everyone
do-
knows I'm funny though. Everybody knows that.
No, but here's the thing.
You just don't like to admit that I'm funny. Everyone knows, and I don't even try.
So that's one. Two of which I remember is that, back then when we were dating and all that, you're funny, but it was cute, right? Now you're hilarious.
No, I've been funny. It's a part of me.
Yeah.
Not even boasting, but like God gave me the gift of humor. What didn't I know?
Yeah, she's pretty funny. She does good sketches, and she'll
Okay.
take a joke and make it good and better. So yeah, that's one thing.
I don't know. What didn't I know? Oh, that Gabriel can take an hour-long shower.
I'm not assuming that.
No, I just didn't know. Like
No,
literally,
sure
like I
enough.
never knew that. Like I never knew that's how long of a shower you took.
That is my time.
No, literally, like it's crazy to me because we would have to be somewhere. Like say like when the world was open, like for the first few months of our marriage, and we'd have to go somewhere in the evening. I'm just like, okay, because he's working obviously, so I'm like, okay, we'll wait till after you shower and then we'll go. Does he not take a full hour to do his whole routine, his face, his hair? I'm like, no, this doesn't make any sense.
It's not just the face and the hair and the body, but there's also just removing all the stress. There's sometimes steaming. Hey, listen, people have been yelling at me on the phone the entire day. I just need to wash everything off.
I understand that, but what about the weekends?
Hey, the weekends are the weekends.
No, but those like I don't take long showers. Like I've never been one to take long showers. Like, the most I spend in there is probably like 45 minutes, but like that's pushing it. That's really pushing it. Gabriel? If I don't bang on the door, babe, are you like we have to go?
Are you alive?
We have to go. Like we literally have to go. I'm coming. My thing is more times he's not even in the water yet. So he's in there just standing, steaming. The whole washroom is hot. It's just hot. And he's not even in the shower yet. TMI.
Nice.
Also, when we shower together, it's even more annoying. I do it most of the times. I do it so I can get him out. But it doesn't matter.
Does it
I'm
work?
like, I leave.
I know her tactics. It doesn't work.
I leave because I'm like, no, I can't. This is ridiculous.
First of all, I need to take longer because the shower head, I'm above the shower head, so I need to, move differently around. You're short right under it, so it's you're underneath and the water reaches everywhere. Maneuvering and all of that.
Maneuvering.
It takes time.
Next question.
Next question. That's fun.
Have you taught your husband how to cook Jamaican dishes? I have not. Only because I don't really cook Jamaican dishes here. One thing I do want to know how to make is oxtail, and that's one of his favorite dishes, like altogether. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's one of your favorite foods to eat.
And
Not
plus, I wouldn't want to make the Jamaican dish because, you're Jamaican. That's your culture or whatever, so
Yeah.
you would do it better than me.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I never thought about that. We cook. Well, I cook a lot. Like I cook almost every day, but it's always something different. No matter what, we're always experimenting. And I'm like, in the morning, I'm like, do you want this? Are you feeling for this? Or what are you feeling for? So, it's never. I don't know. The most Jamaican thing or cultural thing I'd say I made was corned beef and festival.
Of which I love because
He loves
it's
it.
just so simple and
But
nice.
yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, man.
So no, not yet. But we are about to embark on the oxtail train.
Mm.
The oxtail too expensive, man. Lord
It
God.
is. Well, I don't really know the price of it yet, but whatever. Let's see. Uh, what advice did you both get prior to marriage that was not helpful, and what actually worked? What did you say about this again? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if I mean I got this advice was to just not put our money together at all. Like it's not gonna work. You should have your own money. Um, there shouldn't be a pool of finances together because that's how things like God forbid anything happens. Like if you guys end up splitting up, then that money is hard to disperse and hard to split amongst each other. But I'm just like, first of all, like that advice was so awful to me. Like it was more about just like division from the very start. Like we haven't even gotten married yet and you already want to divide us. Little did they know is that we already had two joint accounts for like years before we got married. It's just something that we always agreed on. We always agreed on no secrets, no hiding anything. Like
Yeah, there's just no point.
yeah, I never.
There's no point.
We never saw it like.
Secrets are tiring, even when we surprise each other.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
Yeah. So from the very beginning, it was just like that. Like that kind of advice was just like, what are you trying to do? Like I'm glad we never followed through with it, but we already had our own plan, and we are already in the midst of having our two joint accounts, so it didn't even make sense to even hear that because it was just like hearing it I was just like, should I tell them that I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what actually worked? What advice that actually worked?
Advice that actually worked? A lot of advice from our counselor worked. We carried a lot of that in our marriage. Still do.
Yeah. Most of it. He even told us the idea about like having separate accounts and all that. Like he just had to explain it and like show us the different option, but he was like, "Don't do that. Do this. Do everything shared." And that advice worked. So there you have it.
Yeah.
How do you guys enjoy each other's different cultures, and are there any challenges?
Yeah, I enjoy his culture. Do I know everything about it? No. Am I going to? Eventually. I mean, we're married now. It's not hidden. It's not something that like I have to like hide around the bush for. Like, oh my god, like his culture showing type of thing. But like, no, I actually enjoy it, and seeing him enjoy his culture is more enjoying for me because like, if he was to lose his culture because he's with me, it'd be strange.
And
And
vice
if
versa too.
yeah, if he didn't like say listen to music or speak his language, it'd be weird. Like, why are you not doing it? Like, is it because of me? Like, if I felt that, then I would obviously feel like it was because of me. So I'm glad like there's a collective agreement on please don't change,
Yeah.
because you are you and I'm me, and we love each other because of that.
Mm.
So
And plus, we just put each other's cultures in our faces, right? Like the other night when I did that Instagram story of me playing the guitar and singing in Lingala, and she was just drinking her tea, clueless. That's what we literally do, right? And it's intimate. That's good.
so teach me something right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no. You see, funny, right? Uh, I've taught you this before. Nalingio.
Nalengio.
No, not nalinga, not dance. Right? See?
My Jamaican is showing.
You see? Nalingio.
Nalengio.
No, okay, you're still saying nalingio. There's
Okay,
bass
say
in
it.
there.
Okay, okay, do it again.
Nalingio.
Nalengio.
Nalingio.
Nalengio. What does that mean?
I love you. Duh.
Duh. Duh. Chia. Nalengio.
Okay. Okay, bon, toleka, toleka.
What does that mean?
Next question.
Oh. What is a joy you found in year one married life that you were not expecting prior?
Uh, just that feeling of being at home. Uh, like we could have like a horrible day like outside or anything, or just be stuck in traffic or have an argument or whatever, but when we unlock our door, just step in and look at our gray couch and everything, it's peaceful, it's just relaxing and all that. So that's one joy
Uh,
that I have.
yeah. I think we say that. I think every time we come inside from anywhere, even like if it's around the block or something, we come home. Literally every time we come home from anywhere, it's just we just say the same words. It's just so good to be home. We love our little gray couch. Well, it's not little; it's actually huge.
That's huge.
But we love the gray couch. It's, if you notice, we don't have that much furniture in our house. So this is our cozy corner. Like, anytime someone comes over, they're like, this is just the coziest spot in the house. It's just so, like, next to the kitchen, this is my favorite part of the house because it's just so warm and inviting. And it's just, I don't know. And the fact that I know I'm coming home to Gabriel, it's just so amazing. Like, literally, it's like having a sleepover with your best friend every single day. Like, because night times are fun, like mornings are fun. Throughout the day while he's working, I'm doing foolishness. Like, it's just a joy of having like your best friend just with you all the time.
Mm. All right, next.
Next question is, how do you get through the hardest times where you feel like all is lost?
I'm a very positive person, right? So at times where it feels like all is lost, I would always find something, right? And the number one thing that I find is Shannon, right beside me, right? Like if I lose everything, but she's there, I still have everything. Nothing is lost, right? That's good. Check. You need to check the ingredients on that because it could be irritating to you. That and just praying.
Yeah, for me, prayer And spending time with the Lord is key. It's just key. When I feel like if I don't, I have a disconnect throughout my day, and I feel it. If that time, if that time with the Lord is shifted or isn't there, or if it's messed up because of something, I feel it. And if I know that there's something going on and it's about to be like tough or rough, or we are going through something, I take it to the Lord in prayer, like head on. Like, I don't rely on anything else. I take it to Him first and foremost. Like I don't know, like, yeah, like I don't lean onto my own understanding, like the Bible says. I seek Him above all else, because things can be going crazy. Like, we're in a pandemic right now. Things can be going like not your way. But when you know who you trust in, when you know who your father is, and when you know who your future is in, like everything else is just like, it's like a little thread on your clothes that just fell off. Like that, that's such a minuscule problem,
That's a good.
and it
That's a good one.
it just becomes non-existent, because you know who's there to take each problem away. It no longer becomes a problem. Like, you just have that breath of fresh air and just a release. So prayer, and just the fact that I have Gabriel here every single day, just it just makes everything better. Sorry for going off. Sometimes my words get all mixed up, but I think you guys got it.
Next question. What we got?
These ones.
This
No way. No way.
tips to a long, healthy relationship. Uh, okay, so let's break it down in what, 3 words?
Oh, jeez. What are you about to say?
Tips to a long, healthy relationship. Number 1, communication. What?
Nothing.
What did you think it was?
Nothing.
Okay. Number 1, communication. Number 2, prayer.
Number 1, prayer.
Not in order.
Oh, okay.
Number 1, prayer. Number 2, communication. Number 3,
What? Okay. Next question.
it's important. It's important. Intimacy. Being intimate with each other, not just through sex, but doing activities together, um, watching a movie. We cook a lot. Reading the Bible together, praying together. Right, just finding anything that'll bring intimacy with you and your partner.
I agree.
Yeah. Next question. How was your transition living together? Well, moving was tough.
Moving my stuff?
Yes, because we was have to go back because
I was
I
never
left one
actually
thing.
done.
I forgot one thing.
I did it on purpose.
And I carried everything.
So moving was, it wasn't that bad. But living for the first week, it was first week, I cried a lot. I cried a lot because I missed my mom, and I missed my sister, and I missed my dad, and I missed my cat. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Even though they're like literally what, like 10 minutes away.
Like 7, I
Yeah.
counted. But yeah, it was just the fact that I wasn't gonna go downstairs and see them anymore. That was like really sad for me, and I'm very emotional, so I definitely cried a lot. But we had a code word. Gabriel and I came up with a code word to, like, when he knew when I said it, that was his time to, like, just give me a bit of space and to just regroup and get my thoughts together and just,
So that I wouldn't feel like I was at fault for anything.
yeah. So that transition,
And she didn't run home. She didn't have one bag at the door. She didn't have a bag at the door
to joke with our counselor. It's so funny.
to run home. But yeah.
It
You did good.
Yeah. And now that, like, the first month, it wasn't hard.
Mm.
It was actually good. It's been good. I don't think it's been, like, it was ever hard to live with you.
Mm.
No.
Yeah. Next question. How do you deal with being annoyed by him?
Jesus
This
now,
this is a mean question. We're going to
more
skip over
than
this question. You know who
ever,
you are. You know who
we
you
are
are.
sailing
You know who you are.
through stormy weather. Hallelujah. Because, Lord God.
How do you
Oh,
deal?
I
How
remembered.
do you've got to be kidding me.
I remembered.
Go ahead.
So, I remembered what pet peeve I have of Gabriel. It's when I cook his food and it's hot. It's hot. Like, Gabriel, your food is ready. Hey, babe, your food's done. Like, it's dinner time. About 5 times. I'm coming. Yeah, don't worry, I'm coming. Finally comes to the dinner table, or finally comes to sit and eat. And he goes, babe, do you mind warming this for me? You're going to tell me that you could. Okay. But yeah, anyway, how do I deal with being annoyed with Gabriel? Let me
So
see.
the pet peeve is cold food.
When you tell me to warm up your food that was hot from the stove. Jeez.
Ah.
But being annoyed by Gabriel. How do I say this nicely?
Why are you itchy?
I don't know. Mm. I'm kidding. Gabriel.
She's not.
How do I deal with it? I literally have to go in my office, is what I call it. The bedroom is my office. I have my desk in there, and that's kind of where I do work from when I do have things to do. And I stay there for the entire day. And he's out here, babe, what are you doing in there? Working. Doing stuff. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Nothing. I love you.
I'm gonna install just a small camera.
So yeah, I just move myself from the situation. So yeah, I just go into my office, call it a day, stay there for about 8 hours, and then come out when I'm hungry and go right back. Literally, I just have to move myself away from him
And
to
I'll
just
just
cool off.
and I won't even bother myself with it because I know that she's just annoyed at me. So, necessary questions.
I do a little eye roll and a little ugh,
And it's a thumbs up for me.
and then
Hey,
I
babe,
go
you okay?
about my day.
Okay.
Next question is, how do you deal with heated arguments? I was gonna say heated armpits.
Well, when I have heated armpits, I get the coolest deodorant that I have, and
It's not COVID.
or ice.
The question is, how do you deal with heated arguments? So, if we're being real, we had one of the
What's going on?
biggest arguments. Sorry.
What's happening? You okay?
So we had our burst. Okay.
When she bursted,
Okay.
that argument.
So when we had our first big argument of the year last week, it was really it was really really, it was kind of scary because I know now I'm seeing it as like the devil really tried us that day, and he tried both of us. So it wasn't anyone in particular; it was both of us, and we almost didn't get to use the tactic that we use. So like, how do we deal with arguments? We almost didn't get to like calm ourselves down and talk it out, because as easy as that is to say we talk everything out, we literally talk everything out. We hear both sides and then we just talk it out, and then Gabriel will ask what I want to eat. That's how most of the arguments end.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Literally.
But it almost never got to that like that peaceful ending. It was really scary, but thanks be to God, we got over that scary type of argument, because it wasn't normal.
Yeah, like we were both pretty heated. And I like we both lost our cool, like not against like each other, like we were like yelling at each other, or like insulting or whatever, but we were just both expressing ourselves,
Yeah.
like fully
In a way that I don't even know if I've seen that from either of us.
So I think that'd be our first, and then it's the one in the car on the way
Yeah.
to the bowling alley or to Scooters. Is it that one?
It's good. Okay. We argue. Okay, we
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
argue a lot.
No,
We
not a
really
lot.
don't. Because
We
if we
literally have
can,
what, three?
yeah, I think this is the third one, the third biggest. But yeah, that one was the biggest. But yeah. So we handle it by cooling ourselves down, hearing each other out always. We all like communication was our biggest thing. That's something I never knew how to do before being with Gabriel. So I told myself that I have to try to like work that in, and it was hard in the beginning, but Gabriel taught me how to do that. Like he broke it down. He's like, you kind of can't shut you can't shut me out because I don't know what's going on. So because I was able to like communicate with Gabriel, we came to that resolution of just talking everything out. And then he asked me what I want to eat. Literally, that's how all our arguments end. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Right, and just reassurance, right? Hugging, love you, I got you, you're all I have. What do you want to eat?
Pizza.
You can't. Keto.
Our last question.
What are some tips you guys use for saving money for your wedding? A girl needs to know.
We used the pandemic.
We used the pandemic.
We definitely used, yeah, definitely.
Our budget was, hold on, no, time out. Let's go back to our fantasy wedding.
Oh yeah, that wedding was nice.
That wedding was
Really
really
nice. Really
The
expensive.
budget for that was around $65,000.
Okay, you
And
came up with that number because I don't even know where I was gonna get that.
It was calculated, but it was around 65.
Yeah, if we're being honest, like everything that we wanted 6 Suburbans to come pick up everyone, like the XL.
that was gonna
We wanted like a vinyl floor. We wanted a huge ballroom, like
we were going to have 250
that alone was just like the bulk of our
and crashers. But yeah, we literally wanted everything.
everything.
And then we came to our senses, started looking for good places. And then the budget went down to 25.
It went down.
Yeah, 20, 30,
and it went
25,
down
yeah.
and it went down. But let's get back to the question because we're going off.
We used the pandemic.
We used the pandemic
To
to
save money.
put us in check. Basically, it humbled us.
Yeah. It humbled us and helped us.
It did. But now I can just say to people who are getting married, you don't need everything. You really don't. Because at the end of the day, and people are going to tell you this, and it's going to be annoying, but at the end of the day, it is about you and your husband. So whatever you want, you get. But you're going to realize that you're going to have some empty tables that you already paid for, and it's just going to irk your spirit because it happened to us. Even with 50 people, we didn't even have the full 50, and we had things that went to waste. We had things that, just didn't get utilized. And
Someone FaceTime me and was like, yeah, congratulations. I'm like, yo, where you at? Come through.
basically,
'Cause someone needs to eat the pasta that's there.
save on limos. We saved on our limo. My dad actually chauffeured us around. He got the little just married sign from the Party City store, and yeah, we found our own location for our park. We didn't pay for the park like you would have to pay for a permit. We just scouted everything out from like years before, and then with the pandemic, it allowed us to like break things down and say, okay, we want this, but how do we like crush it? I saved tons of money on my wedding dress. If you guys don't know, my mom made it. So that was what a $10,000 dress, say $5,000, $2,000 dress cost me, I want to say $800 for the material and all. And yeah, so that's like quarter of a fraction of the price. So yeah.
And we had a lot of favor again.
That, yeah.
A lot of favor, right?
What are the tips? Jesus.
Yeah. Just pray and it'll happen.
Yo, you gotta have faith. You really gotta have faith, my dear. Yes.
But yeah, like for example, pretty much like half of our vendors were our friends and family, so they helped us out with that.
Don't be afraid to ask. That was my problem.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just don't be afraid to ask, because people actually want to help you.
Ask.
They just don't know that you need the help because you're not asking. So that was my problem.
Ask.
But yeah.
Right? Ask.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's
You have
about it.
nothing to lose if you ask. If they say they ain't got it, yeah, and they ain't got it.
Someone else has it, like it's fat. But yeah, honestly,
Yeah, just we also had like our own, small money aside and all that we
we
saved,
started saving money from years prior, like years
right?
prior. So
And when you understand that, it's a sacrifice and it's your one day and it's a blessing, you'll be okay with putting your money, towards that. It won't feel like a
yeah,
loss.
I think that's good because like every time we get paid, we have a like again our joint account. We had a joint savings, so like we'd put it in there as well, and because we knew like that was gonna be for the wedding.
Yeah.
Like we're real. If we needed to touch like a little bit of it, we'd touch it, but it wasn't something like huge. Because we would always put it back, no matter what. We'd always put it back. So yeah, we just have a savings for your wedding. Like just have that. I think if you have a goal in mind for like what you want your wedding to look like, how much you're willing to spend, I think you'll have that like clear cut vision to be like, okay, I'm gonna put this away or I'm gonna try. Just try. Don't force yourself if you can't do it.
And remember, it's really not about the other people.
It's really not like it was
It's
annoying to hear
it's
that it's not
it's
about other people, but we felt like that.
it's all about you two.
It is.
It's literally your day.
Yeah. People come to see you. People are actually coming to see you guys share your love. So just remember that. It's annoying to hear people say that because you want to just spend your money and just be like, I want my guests to have fun and all that stuff. But I'm telling you guys, it is not about anybody else but you two. Like, it's not.
The more that you understand that, the more the guests will feel, like comfortable and they'll enjoy themselves because they see,
True.
the
That's what happened with
bride
us.
and the groom enjoying themselves. Right, so
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's
It.
Thank you for the questions, everyone. We enjoyed it.
What's that?
It was fun. But yeah, just a quick couple of shout outs. First of all, shout out to everyone that subscribed to our YouTube page, that liking our pictures, everything that is involved, with Shape TV.
We
Thank
love
you
it.
for
We
your
love
support.
you.
Keep liking and sharing our videos, subscribing to our YouTube page, commenting. One person disliked our video, and I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you.
That means you
Make it the
interacted with
like
our
button.
video, so that's all I really
But yeah,
care about. Another shout out goes to
We are supporting, and we have it's got Ashes to Beauty,
so
brand Ashes to Beauty
A
by
to
her
B,
A2B by her sister Kenisha.
my big sister Kenisha.
And she'll have some products soon time, so stay tuned for that. We will show you.
I'm pretty sure she has some available, so like let me know because honestly though, not because it's my sister, but seriously, this is so comfortable. Like I'm the only reason I'm not making Gabriel wear it is because he will take it. That's one thing I know. Cause it's really this material in here is like it's so comfortable. It's so cozy. But yeah, there's so many different colors. I just chose gray because I think the color that I originally wanted was sold out. So yeah, let me know if you guys want this. This is not part of it, but this is a headband if I look weird. It just looks cute.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Stick around for more to come, because more is coming.
Yeah, man.
There's more coming.
There is more. So yeah, stay tuned. Again, it's your boy Gabe,
And it's Shannon.
and we'll see you soon.
Bye.